Hello, I'm Stephen Monkey Mason. This is the first recording of 2020. This is the podcast for Fever Lake, and I'm about to press play now. Right, okay, so this is the first podcast. It's been about a month since I've did Mean Guns, and I didn't realise Mean Guns was a 2-hour podcast. So I haven't seen this movie in about 2 years, and the reason why I'm doing a podcast for this, as I bought the Japanese import. I got the Japanese import VHS on eBay, and it came, and just after Christmas, I filmed retro VHS and unboxing of it, and I just love it. I love the VHS with the fucking red font. Yeah, the score is quite catchy. So it's very blue, the VHS cover, and if you see the American cover, it's got this very red. Just a witch face and a little kid at the end of the dock with his little butcher knife. But if you get our UK release, it's very blue. It's got Corey Haim, Bo Hopkins and Mario Lopez. It's got Corey Haim with very evil green eyes and Corey Haim to the left. It's weird that they would double barrel Corey Haim's face on the front cover. Now, I never heard of this, going back to the days when we didn't have the internet and stuff like that. And Haim had pretty much fell off the map. I think this was after the Dream Little Dreams. I think this 1997 this was made. This is around the time he was trying to do stuff like Universal Groove and Shooter on the Side, and this just appeared out. Now it's almost a bit of a Friday the 13th meets The Shining, really. It's very narrow on the small screen I'm watching it on. The score's quite good actually on there, but it's a little throwaway. Now it's been released on VHS and it's been released on DVD, and as this movie starts and we just get this rain. It's directed by Ralph Portfolio. Look at that vintage old fucking car. I almost looked at the car from Watchers. So yeah, just do a little bit backup on this. I had this on VHS. Remember walking in Global Video and just walking past and just seeing, like Haim's face with the iconic green eyes on it. See, fucking hell, Corey Haim's got a new one out. Thanks to Big B, I was able to buy it on the day rather than rent it, just for my collection. And got a release on DVD. Picked it up straight away, of course. Came out on Planet Summit. Was it distributed? Planet DVD. There's a guy who walks into the house. Got the curse, boy. Woman looking scared. And so yeah, I had it straight away. Then obviously when I had my collection, my mum threw it out. And the funny story about Fever Lake, when my uncle Ken died, one of the DVDs left in the house. My grandparents wanted any of these, and Fever Lake was one of them. And my mum has a house in Scotland as well, and when I was up in Scotland, there it is. And then, like, the first time I'd been to the house in Scotland, and I was staying over, and the DVDs to watch fucking Fever Lake was there. I was like, you motherfucker! But the rarer one, which is Without Malice, wasn't there. Because that time I was collecting these VHSs and stuff, DVD was very new, and there wasn't a lot out. But there was a lot of them creeped out, like Blown Away. Like Edge of Honor, they had this initial run and then have just disappeared, but more the famous ones of Haim's films, like Prayer of the Roller Boys, like Dream Machine, all the first independent stuff had just been lost in limbo. Puts him in the attic. Stay safe. Looks like McCulkin, that kid. Some pretty strong ladders there. I mean, if you just for the scene, they've just been put there for the scene. So I'm trying to talk over the music. Just walks in for the axe. Just going for the axe. You know, he's actually going to axe through the door, isn't he? Yeah, creepy ends for music. Now I'm doing an archive backup. I'm getting a slow class shot that. So she knows something's up, like, doesn't it? It's a creepy ass music there. Oh, doggy. So hopefully you're watching this with us, not just as listeners. I know people love my podcast and I know people hate them. I do. Oh, kids watching. Creeping around. He totally looks like McCullough. And he is totally jacking it through the door there. And he's going to stick his head through the door, of course. Did his best fucking Jack Nicholson impression. I do quite like the score. Oh, that was funny that. Yeah, I've already just fucking sent that video across. I'm an idiot. He's got a proper strained face going on there. This reminds me of Time Cop, the house and all that in the rain. Oh, she's going. Phone's ringing. He's got her. You've got the curse, boy. I just remember that from the scene. I'm trying to work out which one's Bo Hopkins, because Mario Lopez is the guy from Saved by the Bell, Slater. Oh, just axing her to death. It's pretty brutal. You've got the curse, boy. He knows it's there, look.
We have the curse, boy!
You have the curse, boy.
You can't escape it.
Eye to eye. Yeah, he's going to grow green here, they are. It's pretty cool. And passed on. Green to green. It's almost like a TV movie, that Fade to Black. And we get some cross running, track sprinting. There's him there. Now, he's meant to be a teenager in this. It's 97. Him's well past being a teenager. Let's say this is... It's a weird one to place, actually, because it's after Dream a Little Dream. I'll have to get... well, after Dream a Little Dream, I meant number 2. I'll have to get on IMDb. I'm sure this falls out after he'd been out for the count for a while. He was trying to go with a comeback. I know Universal Groove is a movie that I've never seen. Highly sought after is his comeback movie. But just going off what his hair looked like. He's got fucking white dark eyes there. Like, he doesn't look overweight as I remember him looking overweight in this. But yeah, back to the podcasts. Look, I record them, I have a good time, I like sharing my thoughts. If you've got a problem with that, you know, like, well, I'm just doing what I do, it's life. You don't have to listen, you're more than welcome to give us a thumbs down. But the hate, it's just like, come on, make us laugh more than anything. But yeah, just trying to show my love and passion for movies, my voice, dead talking, mumbling away apparently. So anyway, back to the movie. Haim looks proper short compared to her. But yeah. So is she. So there he is, Slater. Again, I mean, I've only ever seen him, I think, in another movie, and I don't know if it was Pauly Shore is Dead or Joe Dirt. You know, such an iconic face from the 90s, he just fell off the radar. I mean, I wouldn't recognise most of the Saved by the Bell. I know Screech is in, actually it's not Joe Dirt, Dickie Roberts' former child star. Well, it's going to be a big foul transfer. I've just it's almost like a head injury. He is definitely too old in this for school. High school anyway. Look at that laptop, man. Get in. Trying to think, 97. I would have been 6, 97, no, 15. I just got back from New Zealand, so I would have been 15, coming up 16. And how old Haim's? I don't think how older Haim is than me. He was about 5 or 6 years older than me, isn't he? No, I still don't believe he was in high school. He doesn't look like his age, like. It's a standard Haim haircut, I think. It almost looks like... This will not be too much longer after Fast Getaway 2. Well, this is a spider, it isn't it? How did he see that fucking spider?
I feel something. Steve, get it off me.
No, I'm not getting that off you. No chance.
Please, get it off.
How did you fucking see that? Nice reaction in the background. Tomato ketchup, there's no Heinz on that. Must have been able to get the product placement for Heinz. I can't believe he's just fucking chucked it out. Yeah. Oh, he stands on it, doesn't he? Nastily. Killer instinct.
Dude, that's gross. That's Harry. No, it was Harry from Professor Danceless. Man, he's gonna be pissed. That spider's almost as old as he is. It's not our problem.
He's standing on a spider like that. On an arachna.
Hey, Sarah, you gonna be okay?
Yeah.
How'd you get in here? You know what, Sarah? Maybe that spider really did like you. I'm just saying, people
Dog. I really... Dog. Oh, I am mumbling there. The squid.
Yeah. I bet Danielle and Chris.
Because a lot of my friends like spiders and shit like that, and I'm just like, oh, it's just nah. Not scared of spiders, but still think I did a few reviews not long ago, and one of the horror reviews I would put for Arachnophobia, and people were like, it's not a horror film. I was like, yeah, it is. Have you ever seen it? I don't care till you're PG. That film is fucking terrifying. That will make you kill spiders for life. That, because it's really well done. I mean, it's a Steven Spielberg production on it. It's very well made. It's just creepy. It's God. You're dead. You know, hand in the popcorn. You're dead.
Bobby's fine, don't you think? No, I think he's sex crazed, Christy.
Sex craze.
That's all he thinks about. He's the only person I know.
So there's 3 girls, I think 3 boys at the lake, and they eventually get there.
You better watch yourself, Christy, because you're not.
Borrowed a bit from Heathers here
Oh, I'm just not.
as well.
Then watch out.
I always point. I think I've mentioned this before. You never see in high schools anyone have the bottom locker. Yeah, they've always got like a top locker.
Okay, so she's a little different. Yeah, I like her.
Is she the star? No, there she is.
Sarah, hi.
Oh, because does she turn into the witch? Someone turns into a witch.
Yeah. Let's go. You're not gonna believe what happened to me. It was so gross.
So I'm just trying to back up November of my life. I want to try and get it. Like, the reason why I'm pushing for this podcast because I've got stuff to do. She should have got a ticket for that part. I'm in New Zealand in a couple of weeks' time. I'm trying. This will probably come out while I'm over there. But I want to try and. I found in the charity shop one of the films my ex kept, where I did a review, fast forward review, 10 million BC or something. And someone was just saying, "Oh, it's dead good," and like give us loads of grief on YouTube about it. And I was like, not from what I remember. So I said I would watch that podcast. So I'm going to do that, and them damn sea vampires, which I couldn't find in IMDb because it's called The Beast of Burlong's Sea or something. I want to watch that with Jack because the special effects from what I remember and that are absolutely terrible. Classic driving, one arm, open road, getting tagged along. See, it's 3 lads, 3 boys. You can kind of see the lighting equipment stuff in Haim's reflection of his glasses there. Got a little guitar montage of cross country. Again, the film. Oh, I just hit myself in the arm. That tired. Whack. It screams like that, like one of Haim's last like VHS movies in that era, that time. Them films that were bringing out the scores, the scenarios. I don't think it's badly scored. I mean, it might be just sample music for all I know, but I think again it is just the shining in the lake. So creepy stock footage. Oh, we've got some feet. Hello, feet. Oh, the fucking Indian guy. That's right. Again, borrows so much from Friday the 13th.
You don't usually fish on this side of the lake, Sheriff.
The Indian man.
Perhaps you have the same vision that I do.
Can't say it's a fish there, Frank.
Fishing in the
All
lake.
I came out here for is this. Can't fish on your lunch break.
Never really been a fan of fishing.
Evil is coming, Sheriff.
They're useless. Like,
Had the vision.
a lot of people where I live, there's a lot of people have like reservoirs and lakes, and where they pay like to put loads of fish in the like the lake, and you pay to go to the lake, and it's like,
Evil spirits.
does that not beat the point of fishing? I mean, throwing out like a hook out in the sea, and you know you never know what you're gonna get. You might get a fucking mermaid for all you know. But like these little reservoirs where you go out and like you pay your membership and you're guaranteed to catch something. It's just like, right, okay.
I don't buy clear.
So this guy knows about the curse in the lake and it's going to return. Obviously the local sheriff does not agree, thinks he's a bit crazy.
Town, they talk about it, but they don't listen. You cannot ignore the spirits. You cannot disregard their warnings.
Warnings!
All right, all right.
And the actor's got a branch stuck to his head, but that was doing his head in.
God damn. Sometimes close range yours and
It's got a memorable score there. The evil is coming as a tagline on the box. It's good images of witches and stuff. Horror, murder, suspense, frequent, modern, strong. It's a 15. I've got 16 chapters in this. It's a nice packaged DVD because even behind the disc that pops out, it's got the kid at the end of the pier with the axe. Oh, the axe with a knife. Again, you can see quite a lot of reflection in Haim's glasses. Again, when you do podcasts, you're just trying to, you know, pick off stuff. The problem is when I record podcasts, they're really late, and obviously Brittany wants to be in more, but half the time it's just depending on getting the time to do them around everything else I'm doing. So, but I like doing ones I like. I mean, like one of the most popular ones for love and hate is a Ghost Rider. Oh, there's a little kid at the end of the road. Oh, cuts, nice cut that between the two cars. But you know, like I try to just if I watch a film and I like absorb the commentary, then nail it out there. You know, at least I know what I'm trying to talk about and experience my expression. That's the beauty about doing the podcasts. Just recording the voice. It's just another extension of a lonely tree, you know. Oh, here comes the coppers. He's not liking the sheriff. Hide now. It's not like he's jerking off and using it like on Super Troopers. Right, got another fountain here. Oh, what's it called over? I mean, at the end of the day, he is driving. The rev counter is up there, so it's not like he's getting towed or pushed along. Drink and drive. I would never drive in the car. Like, never drive in the car. Never drink in the car. You can get me on that one for mumbling. Hi man, pull over. Don't like the red off a car lights going on there. It looks like it's been low budget done. I mean, at the end of the day, Haim would have took it because like he's a horror film, you know, like you're out there remote stuff. Mario Lopez there, it'd be like he probably got a good pay, you know. The car, the car ignition has got some kind of, the key's got some kind of tag on it, which I'm trying to work out what it is. It almost looks like this is car key for that car. You just wouldn't have it on normal car keys. Oh, that was our time. Oh, see him like pulls off. He's like looks suspicious there, like. Looking proper sinister in the back of the car.
They told me the place was a complete wreck.
Who are they?
Hey, Officer Bobby. Shh. Is this gonna take?
Boys.
Go on the show. Borrowing a little bit from
We plan on a nice, quiet weekend of fishing.
Fucking Haim's eyes are so dark.
Yeah, you could say.
Busted. I'm trying to work out who Bo Hopkins is. Maybe the girl. You never know. Yeah, might be getting some grief now on YouTube. Who's griefing us? Oh, not on toys again. I'll read that later on. Welcome to Fever Lake. Or isn't there no? Is there a local girl? I don't know. There's a fourth girl who works in a diner who gets killed off. That might be a different film. I'm sure the waitress is the fourth one. Oh, you look. That happens so often up here. Look at that one. Oh, you local? Yeah, yeah. She gets killed. Look at them all staring at them. Yeah. I would love to have a diner like that. I went for some food the other day and it's just like, there's nothing here. Like, you just can't, it's not like a calf like that. Not like it's extensive menus or anything like that, but there you go. Fucking hell, why is it dark outside now? It was just light as I drove up.
Everyone always knows Christmas. Yeah, you'd really be in trouble then, wouldn't you, Christy? You know it.
It's probably got like a headless twist. Oh, iced teas. Ugh. I can't wait to get back to New Zealand. Hopefully they're still selling, like, is it K, L and P? Lush drink. I think it's sort of well made for what it was done. Well, you want a tip, don't you? Homemade fruit pies. No thanks. Fuck that. Order some food. I'm just going to stare at them now. Welcome to Fever Lake.
Who are you trying to impress? Steve's cute, don't you think? Yeah, he's alright, Christy. Says Bobby. He wasn't such a pig. I think Albert's adorable.
Albert. That's I was going to say Feldman. That's Haim's name.
You just like him because he's an obvious. He's not your type, Danielle.
Sarah, he's really sweet. When you practically
He's got a working phone behind them.
he's so nervous. Besides, wasn't it nice that he invited us all here?
He's going to chop you up. That's it. I mean, you haven't seen this film before. Obviously, Haim's the fucking crazy kid, and even though he goes, because again, he didn't die in many movies in his career. Obviously, he's just the. Oh, she's going to walk home and get killed, isn't she? Again, isn't there like a dog that follows them around? But he could have killed them off, but they don't. They leave it wide open. Fever Lake 2. It's cursed. Where's Mad Ralph when you need him? Sob. Snack restaurant. He's gonna get a parking ticket as well. That parking was terrible. There's two actors in the back where people was watching. Oh, there's that phone.
Townspeople don't like anyone talking about it.
Mom. Yeah, it's me.
It's an old school way though. You haven't got your phone. Tell you where you are. Just give him a ring. Make sure you're there.
There's always this one spot in the middle that stays hot.
I remember when I first got to New Zealand, I got sent on my own, and my dad, it picked us up. I think it was in Christchurch. In Christchurch, to much work is about 6 hours drive. So my flight was due in and all that. My dad picked us up and was boom, you know, driving up to this long drive back up, which he can probably do in about 4 hours or whatever. And my mum went nuts because, like, my mum, you know, back then you didn't have the internet. You had teletext on your fucking screen. You know, flight had landed. Where's your son at? I mean, I was on my own. I was only like 14 or something. The other side of the world on my own. I think that's where all the traumatization began. Why has he got a cape on all of a sudden? That's a neck warmer. Look like a cape. Look at him. He's got that look. He's got that evil look. Sinister. I'm sure she gets mauled by a dog here.
It's Lila. She works at the cafe. Hey, Albert, this is
So I'm trying to think which podcasts I've done. Pray the Roll Boys, done that one. Watchers, Silver Bullet, Watchers, Pray the Roller Boys, Lost Boys, Fever Lake. I love how the Fever Lake's just like looks like a sign just stuck on it. Oh, I don't know. I could have done more than that. I'm trying to think. I haven't done Dream a Little Dream yet. Revamp randoms. I'll have to check. Thought I'd done more podcasts. But MasterCard accepts MasterCard. Fax machine and all that. And the sheriff's got a hunch. Just like Misery. Getting there, have his little board up. I've got computers going there. I like analysing the background of my podcast, that paperwork.
I vaguely recall an aunt back east. It's possible that he's on her side of the family. Please, someone's been up there for years. I don't like it. Don't like it one bit.
You've got weird hair. Probably looks like a bit of a cold head. That's really, really scary. Scary.
You believe that crap too? Shoot, no. I was just telling you.
Shoot, no. Shit, yeah.
Do something.
So the fuck is that behind him there? Product placement of a magazine there. Through the sky. Oh shit, I forgot to send a message. But yeah. So anyway, it was dark before. Now it's light. Here comes the wolf. So what's going on here? I mean, I've been taking notes because the clock in the car said 2:30, and then the clock in the police station there said 20 to 9:40. So he's getting followed by a wolf. I mean, where the fuck's she walking to anyway? He's coming to get her. I mean, the dog's got a easier path than her. I said watches. I did watch his podcast. No one's been up there for years. It's sunny again. Well, from the outside it looks lush. A lot of upward creeping camera movements in this. It always amazes me, like people are like, oh yeah, I've got a summer house, and you go, it's the size of that. It's huge, that house.
It's $3. So, only for 1 weekend. Women, what do you expect?
I know.
Lurking in the bushes.
Great looking place, Steve-O, do a little fishing, huh? This is about right.
I don't understand. They got a boat and everything.
We're going in. It should be open.
Your family just leaves the door open?
I'm gonna move my stuff. You guys make sure.
Makes to avoid that question.
Christy, let's go get the cooler. Hey, listen, cooler about his
Fuck me, there's loads of footage just from October to transfer here.
God. Wait, whose house is this?
Don't know. What does it matter? Just don't bring it up. It's upsetting.
Creeping in the bushes. Now the sun's going down. See, even like that, that's a really cool shot. It's very natural, like little camera movement, that, you know. Big cheesy smile on his face there, like. I want to put that bit in.
Oh, man, cool. Thanks, Steve. Hey, I want to put my stuff away.
It's been a murder.
All right, we got 2 rooms. One for the girls, guys for both of section.
Mario Lopez doesn't look like a Steve. It just doesn't. Spurs shots on the leg. It's pretty cool. I think the score's quite good. What are you doing?
Hey, hope the room's okay. Listen, a little note. There's no televisions, there's no telephones, so hope you guys don't freak out or anything. You guys survive.
There's no TV, no MTV. They could have wrote that line in there. There's no TV, there's no MTV, and little nod to the Lost Boys there, but no. Actually, fucking chases you an axe. I should get that fucking laptop out. Weekend at Fever Lake. See, I couldn't do that. I mean, it's like blurry coming up the screen. Yeah, she turns us into a witch for some reason. It's coming back to us here. A fucking haggard door. Oop, it's a swingy door actually. A lot of wood in that house. Wood ceiling. Picture of a house. Ooh, knock off it back. Just open the back door and lean against, see what's going on. Oh! Taxidermy. Aye. I'm not sure if Mario Lopez is more Indian or Mexican actually. Native American, probably a better term, sorry. Let's get IMDb up and have a look. So that clock in the background says 7:05, so script supervisor's not paying much attention. Shot for full moon. Get off that. Oh, the Indian's out creeping in the woods. I mean, that's nothing to worry about. He's 71, like, Crown PM knows he's there. Fucking stare down. Yeah, he's definitely not a teenager at this point. Let's just have a little quick of his timeline. He did 48 movies. Let's have a look here. Right, so we had like stuff like Dream a Little Dream. Is she still fucking walking home? Dream a Little Dream 2 and Fast Getaway 2. Then we had the Snowboard Academy. Then we had that Shooter on the Side movie, which he's got his name on the poster there, but he's only like an extra almost. Never Too Late was not a bad entry with the movie. Demolition High as well, and Demolition University. This was made in between them, and him is a producer. But this is obviously not long after this was Busted, and now everyone knows he's in Batman and Robin after that, uncredited. And Wishmaster 2, uncredited. But yeah, so it's a couple of years before. There's that fucking Without Malice. It still says Universal Groove was meant to come out in 2007. I've never seen that. That was definitely getting made around this time as a comeback, but yep, this was made in between the two Demolition Universities. Oh, you wouldn't leave your laptop open like that, as we've got cameras panning around the house like a mystic ghost. 130 minutes you're in for here. Bo Hopkins is the sheriff. Mario Lopez is Steve. It's got 2 stars out of 10. Group of teenagers. Wind, also known as Spanish title, loads of different names. Demon Kid, it's also known as reissue title. So keep your eyes out for Demon Kid if you can't find Fever Lake. It's the thing floating around the whole house. I just want to look at Mario Lopez. Let's have a look. Born in San Diego, California. Well, Lopez, I mean, yeah, that's sort of shoot yourself in the foot there. More Mexican. I'll get him to the geek. Out of time. Brooklyn 999. So he's kept working really well, hasn't he? So the director, he's not done too bad a job. Shut up, man. Oh, he's the producer of Fighting My Family. You know how weird that is? I was watching that this afternoon at my dinner. I got up to the point where the Paige character is about to walk out after she gets butchered on a promo. So yeah, he's the producer of that. He's done quite a lot, actually. The Gift, One of Them, Bloody Murder. Worked again with Mario Lopez in Big Brother Trouble. Fever Lake's on here as well. I Fight My Family, Blood Brother, Armed Response. Seen that, The Marine. Several of his directing credits actually. Many Sons, The Gift. Yeah, probably stuck to producing, even though I think he's done a really bad job with this. Probably was originally a TV movie, good enough to be released. Got the beard shop guy. Oh, she's doesn't mean much, Jess.
Is there something special I can do for you?
Discount 90 quid. Wow.
No, not really. Well, I was wondering.
Yes. How creepy was that? Can't believe he's got a shotgun just in the window. I mean, if you wanted that, you would just smash the window and off with it.
Dreams about the lake. Or, strange dreams.
Where are you, Karen and School? I quite enjoy that. It's quite good. Do do.
So you've got some strange dreams and you're wondering. Well,
Been watching a lot of X-Files recently. I started season 5 last night, and it screams that, you know, that TV quality, kind of good enough for release.
now, we hear some strange stories.
Again, it is Friday the 13th meets The Shining, basically. So much footage to transfer. What time did it say on that clock there? I don't know, it's too shaky, the camera. So there's a lot of coverage, eh? Oh, cliche, van breaks down. Van, it's a Jeep. Oh, he's run out of petrol. Let me just point out there, Haim is the, well, I was going to say he looks like the only one who hasn't changed his clothing, but
So did they all die?
they could have just pushed the car to the side there.
Little girl, I'll tell you. Truth is, it happened the first time around to late 40s.
The curse boy.
So years ago, the same exact thing happened again. You know what? They all looked alike.
They all looked like
It looked like the same people all over again.
got the curse boy.
Well, what's left?
How could it happen this soon? How could it happen twice?
Got the curse boy. You know, they're saying there they all look the same, and then they should have maybe played around with making Haim look a bit older for the dad scene at the start.
You bet. But it's not
I mean,
just
if it was done now, what they would do just to like make it arty farty, they would have just old person and younger person, and the actor would play the kid, the new generation, and then the father at the start kind of thing.
the evil spirit of the lake.
method acting, play the whole family.
The Indians have always known about the evil spirit of the lake.
See, this screams Canadian. It does.
There are small boys.
What film locations be on IMDb? What's it been filmed in
A small boy has always
San Diego
survived
or
the
something?
killings. Way back when I was just starting the story.
Film locations, please.
Now, what do you
Details, country or hang on, country of origin. It says United States and Mexico.
Just asking some questions to Mr. Martin about the lake.
Known as film locations. So it was filmed in Twin Lakes, Wisconsin, USA.
bend in history?
Cultridge Cottage, 2001 Alfred Park Drive. Let's look at the fucking address of the house. Wisconsin, USA. So it was filmed in Wisconsin. Let's have a look at where Wisconsin is because I'm not sure.
So how do you like the lake?
It's great. You know, long as we get back there.
Oh, have a problem?
Yeah, since I ran out of gas.
Just gonna see how far it is from California.
No, actually, just walk down the road a little way, not far. Should work with the empty gas can around or something.
So Wisconsin, wow, it's shit. It's all the way by Chicago. It's up by Green Bay. From Green Bay, Wisconsin. So yeah. Again though, it's not far from Winnipeg. It's not far off the Canadian border though, is it? So Ontario, Calgary.
So how do you like it so far?
Yeah, so it's not. It's just over the Canadian border.
What about you? I mean,
So it's nowhere near California as I was thinking. Like, oh, there's loads of states.
what's your question?
It's
You
cool.
love living here.
Check out that hair, man. Looks like a brush. 5 o'clock shadow. Look at them American, like the big brown paper bags, man, just full of food. I'm hungry.
Cleaning the fish for dinner, chopping up the firewood for the fire.
You got the lug boy.
Man's work is never done.
Right out! Come on, buddy, got the bait. We are ready to go. Where's that gas? Keep me hanging, keep me hanging. Right, let's go.
Oh, he's got the gas eye. I was curious about the convenience store. Why has he got like petrol? Obviously, I've just forgot he's fed out of petrol.
I'll be there.
She's like the girl from The Great Outdoors. Yeah, it's the creepy guy again.
I hope the sheriff keeps an eye on things up there.
Thanks for your time, Mr. Martin. I gotta get home.
That's where she gets murdered.
You come on by anytime.
Finally, one of them massive files on here is finally transferred. Get it across, lock it down. Evil Beneath the Loch Ness was another film I was going to watch. Because although I quite like the myth and all that, the special effects are just like, what the fuck. There's the axe. Oh, it's the Indian guy again. Indian guy's got quite a bit of a Patrick Swayze stare going on there. Could be a bit like his brother Don Swayze. So this is where it gets a bit confusing though. Is he like the crazy? I mean, is he the wolf? Does he metamorphosis into a wolf? How size is that bag of crisps, man? It's huge. Oh dear! For the love of horror, as the next file to transfer, it's going to be absolutely huge. There's the wolf again. Whoop! We've now got it steaming up the lake. We've got a fire going. Do the dance of the flaming arseholes going down here. Oh. Haim senses it. Glasses come off. The music peaks. Wolfie's coming for you. She's running, she's scared. I'm scratching my arm like a chimpanzee. You see the smoke coming up the side there. It's like, get the smoke, more smoke needed. See, this is what, like, what is going on here, though, in the confusion? Haim's staring out, they've left Haim, he's staring in the wilderness. Got the smoke machine following her. She's running. Oh, the wolf's got the green eyes now, which is quite a good effect, that. Oh, she's snagged in a bush. Still staring in the abyss. Stay with him. Oh, she tripped over some rocks. Oh, look, it's an imaginary... well, look. The wolf is invisible. She's literally staring on the floor and screaming to death. She's getting killed by nothing. There's nothing there. It's a spirit. Proper dark look from him, that. It's an unusual look. Oh, now we get the dog. Sorry, the wolf eating summit. Yeah, she's just been murdered by thin air. Take a deep breath. If you just watch that happen, could you not have done something about it? Have you just murdered it? And why is it now dark behind him? Some proper Indian witchcraft going on here. Petrol gauge is now full. Someone's came along and filled your car up. What's wrong with that? No, you don't. You rode the entire way up there in the front seat. I was watching. Just saying, you can see the camera guy and the reflection of the car, but well, it's just a film. Oh, yeah. Hope we're floating around the house again. Now, before I drag and drop this for Love a Horror file, it's 24 gig. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be, actually. I'll wait till this 6 gig is finished now. Oh, naked. Oh, why semi-naked? You scared me. People in Tom. Oh, yeah, shining all work and an old player makes a very dull girl. Yeah, okay. It's Shining meets Friday the 13th. And funny enough, the next file I've got to transfer is Friday the 13th Part 6 review. It's a girl waving to you from the thing with just a bra on. How you doing? Yeah, good. She's gone. You were looking at her and she got dragged up. He is a creep. If you're wondering, I've also got the flu. I'm just recovering, so I sound like Darth Vader at any point. You know why. Butterfly's good again. Weekend at Fever Lake. She still hasn't wrote anything. Unexpected circumstances and the death of several college students. That's all I got there. The end. Baffled. The location of it. Oh, the evil is coming. wait a minute. Got no internet, so who wrote that? The evil is coming. You're not going to be worried about who wrote that on your laptop right in front of your face. So, girl's dead. Massive file transfer now. This will be interesting. For the love of horror. 414 clips of video footage I filmed at that. Fucking hell. That extra there with the checky jumper on and just holding that coat with the hat. What the fuck? So that's Bo. We know that now. See, there's some. Jesus Christ, I shit myself there. Yeah, we know. Calm down. It's the fact that there was some fog on the lake there in Rio. I'm going to cheat to get a few little clips over while the big one goes. Probably get the Friday the 13th silver like. Oh, there's another big file. HMV album day. There's a lot filmed that day as well. Go on, get out of here. There we go, they're all going hunting. Such a weird assortment of fucking jackets. So them ladders clearly look like they've been put there just for the film. I mean, the house looks great. The house generally looks like it's been rented. Obviously, no point is this going to be like on set or anything, I don't think. And I mean, saying that, it's a pretty big fucking attic. But again, it was probably chosen for the right reasons, you know, because it's, you know, mid-90s horror. But them ladders, just because they're painted like stone grey, and just put some ladders there. She's going to have a root around, hunting for some treasure. I've always wanted an attic bedroom, and with my new house I'm actually going to have one finally. American family soda. I'm just going to proper scrat around. There was a guy I met years ago, and I don't know how much full of shit he was or not, but like, he was on about how, oh yeah, this is probably why she turned into the witch. His job was house removals, you know, like you call them if someone dies, and he says he got a lot of work off the government, you know, just go and get rid of the furniture, take it, whatever. And you remember, I think I've told this story before, but you remember he found 20 grand underneath some stairs and just kept it or something. I was just like, really? You know, like, and you look at all that stuff just left in the house. This, to be honest with you, right, this house actually looks like Mulder's family home in the X-Files. The one where his mum falls and has a stroke. Yeah, now the detective's just going to come in and have a snoop around. The snoop's going to meet the snooper. He's probably having a good snoop around and all, eh? All in the lake, joking around. Surprise! See, really good shot. Reflection in the mirror, hair in the window. It's pretty cool. She stole that quilt from upstairs. Yes, it's important. Someone's been murdered. Bitten to death. some more YouTube grief. It's not all grief, but turn notifications off.
Hey, look who I found.
Yeah, that water wasn't fucking cold. I'm fucking feeling the cold air. You can hear that wind coming through the wall.
Stick close to the house. Don't go wandering around in forests, especially at night.
Ooh, I love this. Tell us, Sheriff, what danger lurks in the
God,
woods.
you feel cold actually.
Serious.
Oh, Sheriff, so what exactly are we looking
Brassic.
Had an unfortunate accident.
You hear the wind.
Miss Lyle, I think you met at a cafe this morning. I think the girls talked to open market.
Yeah.
Beep
This
beep.
sounds pretty serious. What happened? Is she okay?
We don't know. We think it was a bear or a mountain lion, maybe even a wolf.
A wolf. I didn't know there were any wolves.
It's a wolf.
We're hunting the animal now. In the meantime, please, listen to me. Stick close to the house.
He's just been concerned. It's like the sheriff who comes down to Friday the 13th Part 2 and he suddenly gets out his car and like chases after the guy in the bush and gets fucking killed. It's like,
We're all just sickled.
My gosh, she was such a sweet girl. That's awful. You don't have to worry about
oh
us.
shit, we
We're
got
not gonna go anywhere.
I want you to make that point. Okay?
beep beep.
We're not ready.
Yeah, I've just noticed a tattoo on Haim's forearm.
Hey, hey. Wait a minute, you guys. Wait up. Listen, I know this really sucks and I feel really bad, but we can't let this ruin our weekend. Hey, listen.
Someone's just been mauled to death around by the woods and you're like, yeah, don't worry about it again. Like,
Hey, Steve. Did I tell you I'm a master chef, man? Yeah, right.
apparently, I was hoping, I don't even think I'm going to get a month transferred in the whole of a movie. So, and I already had about 4 files started, so. So there's some pretty big filming in October. Is his car going to die now? Oh, his car's conked. Again, borrowing from the X-Files. Mulder will get out and put an X on the floor. It happened here. There's that smoke machine in the background at work. The Indian guy appears, doesn't he, randomly? The wolf's going to get him. I think this is the Indian guy. I think the sheriff's safe. Hi.
Our trouble, Sheriff.
Well, apparently so.
I told
Gotta
you
say,
he
that
was-
Indian guy is
Now
creepy.
he's here among us.
I told you to put a stop to this.
So HMV Day, it's going to be a bit of a bugger.
No, wrong, Sheriff. By the evil.
And then, oh fucking hell, Steve Pledger filmed that as well. No disrespect to Steve Pledger there, by the way. I'm just saying there's a lot of Steve Pledger footage to transfer. Should really try to do another video for him.
That's right.
Oh, you could totally see the lighting rig and everything in the reflection of that car there. Just saying.
Clear Springs.
Clear Springs, that's his name, man.
If I didn't know any better, I'd say maybe you got something to do with things that happen around you.
What do you mean by that, Sheriff?
Well, you always know when something is stirring. Lonely out here on this side of the woods.
Lonely out here in the woods, he becomes a mass murderer.
Are you sure that you don't make up these stories to get attention when you come to town? You know, tourists like to hear things.
I mean, for an Indian who lives in the woods, he says that he's proper clean shaved.
We know every plant, animal, and spirit that lives here.
Clear Springs.
My people have always tried to help the white man. But you have never even tried to understand our ways.
Strong performance, like, it's very serious. Okay, another one done, it's cool.
I'm sorry.
One of the other podcasts I was say doing was Anaconda 2. the Anaconda podcast came out a few weeks ago and it's done really well, and I did listen to all 4 podcasts by Scott Harrison on the new 88 film release box set. It's pretty cool. But again, I would love to revisit it and absorb before I bring it out. But with little or no information about this movie, no one's got a commentary for this online, so that's, it's one of the reasons I do it for. Share my love for the movies.
All good. Means a lot to me. Appreciate it. Well, I need another beer. Anybody else?
I'm not a big fan of bottled beer. Bottled cider, fine. Yep. Bottled beer, can't do it. I don't know. I mean, if it's there, I'll drink it, obviously, but good shot, that. Got any VHSs on that shelf behind them? Nope. Nope. Couple of board games.
Oh, ghost stories. Oh, I have got the most perfect
Bobby,
ghost story.
shut up. So anyway, it just came. I mean, I realized we're in the perfect house for it. It just occurred to me. I mean, can you imagine?
Imagine what, sir?
Professor Taylor's face. When I tell the story next time.
We're just gonna tell a witchy story. So I was going to say, like, maybe it's 3 weeks to a month maximum filming. Probably I'd Haim for about 3 or 4 weeks, depending on the schedule and stuff like that. But fuck, that wind's proper getting up.
Well, I think we should go until dawn. Beg your pardon, Sheriff.
There's that smoke machine's back again.
I'm telling you, there's nothing.
God, that wind is proper
Damn animals
windy.
disappeared. I don't think it could have been a wolf. Wolves travel in packs.
A wolf or a wolf?
Could have been a bear. Bear could be miles away by now. I don't agree with it, but
Could be a wolf. A wolf.
you people just like yourselves.
Yeah, Sarah, just think. You'll be on the bestseller list soon. That's cool.
Enough, you guys. Hey, let's play.
If I were anything, I've always got to write it freehand, get it out my head quicker, type it on the computer. Just see a sea of red lines after it. What gibberish have you wrote now?
Shut up, Blondie. You swim with the fishes. Alright, I'll play. What are the rules?
Yes, Sarah, why did you put that thing away, okay? No way. You look perfect material.
Oh, it's fucking marshmallow.
Why don't you explain the rules of the game now?
Let's just spin the bottle. A truth or dare.
Yeah, scary. I'm gonna go get a beer. Don't start.
I'll be right back.
Okay, Albert. This is how you play. Someone asks you a question. If you don't want to say the truth, you
Right, I'm just gonna. Is there any muffling here? It's me putting my snug on. Which I have decided right now that I'm gonna wash it. And I'm just gonna wear it on the plane. Because it's so snug. Look at now what's up there. The lights have gone off. She's screaming.
guys, it's not funny.
I am definitely wearing this on the plane.
They went out in the whole house.
Oh fuck me, that is creepy as shit. I like the candle, the blue upper light. Okay, this is. It's not a bad horror. Any horror this. But long gone discontinued, like long gone. Oh, it was on Amazon today. Zero Dark Dirty, also known as Operation Beavis Bash or Belvis Bash? Belvis Bash, probably. Which is a Corey Feldman movie. I found the Blu-ray for $5. Let's get in.
Wait a minute.
God knows what's going to come. Probably a bootleg version.
Oh, please tell me it's strip poker. I brought the cards.
Wrong. I need to see. No, I hate that game.
Oh, it's got creepy, isn't it?
Way too spooky, Sarah.
Hide and seek.
Chicken? I'm not chicken. Steve and Al are chicken, but not me. I'm in.
Well, I guess that means us too, Christy. Well, that settles it.
Who gets to be it?
Me. It was my idea.
Hide and seek, motherfucker. do, 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 do.
2, 3, 4, 5.
10. On the house. See, I said to myself last time with the Mean Goods podcast to put the time code set up at the start, so like you kind of know how much you're getting into, how long you've got left to go and stuff like that, because I had no idea Mean Guns was over 2 hour long. And after the Godzilla or Zilla podcast, which was 2:20 or something, I was like, this fucking film ever going to end? It's just a lot to sit there, you know, 'cause no breaks and kind of can't be munching on food, or I just go and get a cuppa, I'll be right back kind of crack. You just got to keep on powering through.
26, 27.
28. Oh, they're outside kissing straight away. They're not playing hide go seek. It's a shame that Haim died. Like, it would have been pretty cool to meet him. Met the rest of the Lost Boys this year. Met Fellman, Newlander, Patrick, Sutherland, Winter. All been pretty cool, and you know, just a shame I'll never get to meet him. Even though I've talked this about before, he died like 5 miles down the road from us when I was in Burbank. I didn't even fucking know he was there. I found out the next day when I got to New Zealand that he'd passed. It was just like, fucking hell. Oh, they're all smooching now. She's only going to have to go and find one guy.
50. Ready or not. You're at
So she's turning. She's getting the fever. Oh, someone peeking on them. It's the Indian, isn't it? No, no, it's Steve. Steve the pest. They're in the basement. He's definitely pulled him. Like, he's definitely punching.
She's upstairs.
Smoochy, smoochy. Here comes the look. Oh, the Indian's... Oh, he's got face paint on now, hasn't he? Dun, 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 dun. The sheriff having a fit in his bed by the looks of it. He's dreaming now. Dun, 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 dun. There's the kid. The kid randomly on the lake with that knife. Dramatic music's gonna din 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 din. I'm hoping I don't get a copyright claim for this, because I mean, I've got this on pretty loud. Up the kid's back. Has Haim realised the kid's him? And he just walks off. The smoke machine's back. The smoke machine's on her, but not him. He's gone off for a word for himself in the bush. Sheriff's not feeling it. He's gonna get up and go and investigate. He's not having it. Terror weekend at Fever Lake. Unexpected circumstances. The death of several Corvus students. Evil is coming. I didn't get a chance to read all that. She's still doing her best Bray Wyatt impression here with oil lamp. Ready or not, here I come. You've always got to check underneath the bed like him, yeah. This film's not as bad as I remember. Oh, that's just terrifying. Fucking 1,000-yard stare, and he's got like demolition pin. Welcome to Fever Lake. Sign is on the other side. I don't get what's going on there, that sign. It's on the other side of the road. She's giving up looking for people and just tripping out. I'm just gonna have a jewelry now. So she got the fever as well. Oh, the spider's back. Oh, and now she embraces the spider. It's clearly the same spider. Or tarantula, sorry. Steve, the pest in the bush, still creeping around. She's trying to get back in the house. Smoke machine's going nuts. So the lass upstairs has gone crazy. The two people in the basement are hunting by now, hopefully. Oh, almost humping. That does not look comfortable what they're lying on. A cinder block in a pipe. That's what that looked like. Meanwhile, creep in the bush. It's me, Slater. Oh, she's in the attic again. Oh, she's still playing the game, actually. Oh, the axe is still there. She's found the axe, which was clearly a murder weapon. The axe. And a random tree just fell down. On cue. I nearly paused that and rewind it and say, I'm sure I've seen someone. Oh, there's the wolf. That HMV there is 19.3 gig, filmed in approximately 40 minutes. Liam Carr, Conrad, Beth Macari Band. Who else? Oh, hang on, Naked Top. Well, we're going to get the. Are we going to get the Friday the 13th death? We have. We have got Twitch of the Death Nerve. Woman sees the guy, the killer coming with the axe. That guy's on top. Goes straight through, and that cinder block I told you about. There we go. So that's them dead. The hot girl. Meanwhile, Steve Slater has just stood in a bear trap. Well, not much a bear trap. He's got over it, so it must have been like a rabbit trap. So we got the.
What's up with you anyway? I tried calling you.
So we've got them two outside. Albert, also known as Corey Haim, has run off. And she was last seen finding the axe, and we just had an axe through two people. So who's killing people? You know, who is the murderer in this? Now I need to leave that HMV date after this for lover. Meanwhile, the Indian guy, his fire is going nuts. Evil as after you got the curse boy. There's the wolf. The smoke machine. Sheriff's on foot. I don't think the Indian. Oh, he's doing his best Albert Warrior impression there. Hands up in the air, screaming. It's proper sinister music. Like I would buy this on score. Like.
Sure. Keep it in the truck.
Okay, good. I'm taking it to you right away.
We can't just take off. We have to go leave me. Besides, Daniel, it's just a sprained ankle. Like you wait for.
Kind of get the feeling I've already done a podcast for this. That would be terrifying. I'm just going to fucking check.
Come back and tell them that we're gone. I just want to go now. Please.
You're really scared, aren't you?
Please, Steve, don't make me explain anything to you. I want to go now.
podcast. Fever Lake.
Of course it will. They probably won't even miss it.
Right. The best of Fever Lake is 12 minutes 12 seconds. Fever Lake trailer. The whole film is on here on YouTube, but I haven't done a podcast. Right, there's one thing I just remembered there. A lot of the artwork, and I talk about artwork with Fever Lake. If you check it out, because I view it on Amazon Prime, there is an iconic picture of Corey Haim, of him, and I'm sure it's from like, I think, License to Drive era. He's got his arms crossed, he's got his head down. Now it's used on artwork for Demolition University. To be honest with you, it's on the back of License to Drive artwork, and you see him and he's just been zombified like an app, and a lake behind him. It's pretty bad. Oh, and that's not Steve re-entering the car. She's screaming. We don't know who it is. Again, followed Friday the 13th. Who's dead? Oh, Steve's been killed. Steve's dead. Steve's been killed off camera. So yeah. We still don't know who it is. Well, she knows who it is. She's just seen them. Oh, slow motion. Runs in slow motion back to the car. He's in the car. He's in the back seat, isn't he? Nope. Wind is going to go in here. No, it's not. Axe in the windshield. Yep. Scream your lungs out. It's probably hard shots not to break there, like. Oh. Fucking hell, there's some hard falls by a stunt guy, like Jesus. What hit you there? Nothing. Oh, he actually sees the wolf. Alright then. So anyway, he just went flying back down the hill and it looked like he got hit by nothing. I was like, yeah, that's quite good acting that, but he actually sees the wolf. Okay, oh. Mitch Laddie Band live at the Travs. That's not going to be a little file either. And then there was, right, so here we've got the reveal, it's him. Right, going back to the whole Shining thing, that's him sitting in front of a keyboard, writing stuff. And this is the reveal where he's got the green eyes himself. They are pretty bitchin' contact lenses. But yeah, he's covered in blood. And the girl upstairs has gone crazy. But again, borrowing from the Shining, he's typing away. Right, there they are, they're dead. But then he now gets the axe. But he's got blood in him, so did he axe them or that, or... Yep, Haim has gone full Shining. Blood stripping off the axe. Nice little extra effect. So the film, we're probably in the last quarter now of the film. We've only got... I mean, look at that shot, man, that looks awesome. That's pretty cool. Really cool shot, that. She's tripping out. He's covered in blood. She's going to recite his life. That's it on the Japanese import. Obviously it's got Japanese on the title, but who killed her? Big question mark. And there's a pair of scissors. I can't fucking hate that word. Got really, have we seen any cutters in this? Not at all, have we? So the big reveal out, he is the kid, which we kind of already knew that from seeing at the start. Got a flashback.
You killed them. Now you want to kill me? I won't let you.
Come closer.
So she turns into a fucking witch here, doesn't she?
Get away, get away.
You killed them now. Because I asked you to.
hitting the cornfield. Quite creepy imagery. Fucking hell, she's turning into a witch. Right, Witch of the Travs isn't too bad. Rocks in at £4.15 gig. Right, contacts. Look at her. She looks like Gina Davis in Beetlejuice when she turns to death. Oh, look at that. She's turning rotten. That kid's stabbing technique needs to be a bit better. God, it's million. Fucking hell, it's probably gone weird. See him pulls in a good performance, like that woman's just totally melting. He's gonna axe her to death.
You promised that all this evil would go away. You liar!
So Haim's gonna butcher the last girl to death. Fade to black. So we don't know what happened to the sheriff. We don't know what's happening with clear crystal, clear springs. That's the word. And yeah, this film's nearly over.
Well, Marge, there they go.
I knew there was going to be trouble the minute I saw them.
There's that fucking deputy with a fucking weird head again.
Oh, so much blood damn near died. He's beside himself. He's so upset.
So the sheriff didn't get there. Sheriff didn't break down the door and save the day. It's not really clear.
In the middle of all that bloodshed, that kid was just sitting there. Bloody axe and all, man.
Oh, he's giving us what happened.
Sitting there just like a baby crying for his mom. Don't
We
that
get the final. Haim stares out the back of the window and his eyes glow like the evil is still there.
I told the sheriff.
I mean, if it wasn't a Corey Haim film, going back to what I said before, the sheriff would have walked in and just he was about to axe her in the head to see what he was seeing. Bang, he should have got shot. She's saved. She's the heroine of the movie. The sheriff, the saviour, you know what I mean? Or the sheriff comes in, he gets axed, and then the Indian turns up.
Years like they do with all them psychos. Said he was fine. Now look what he's done.
Right, if you keep hearing banging, right, I've just heard a massive bang. There's a drunk at the bottom of the street, and his girlfriend keeps locking him out of the house. And they've got a big double glazed window, and he's fucking brazen on it. It's ridiculous.
You're gonna put him away for life this time.
I sure do hope so.
I'm sneaking up a little.
Two girls? So pretty.
3 girls, you mean?
No, 2.
See there?
Some myself. And,
See, there's 2 girls where he's saying that there was only. So there's the twist there. Like, they've left it there. There's 2 girls killed, but she said there was 3, and it was the 3. But then technically there was 4 because the girl got killed by the imaginary wolf. So the sheriff's returning. Does he know his boots open? Yes, because he's going with his boots, Stephen. Well done. Oh, he's going in to burn the house. Oh, and here comes Clear Springs. Set Clear Springs on fire. You're going to have to kill him now, he's a witness.
away from here, because what I'm about to do isn't legal, and I don't want any witnesses.
Won't burn, Sheriff Dick.
Like hell it won't.
White man is stubborn about things he can't understand. Man can go crazy.
And I'm telling you, it's going to blow.
It won't burn. It won't light, my friend. You can't accept what the spirits give us. You can't take
I can't believe I haven't even got October backed up. I've still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 files to transfer, and 2 of them are approximately 20 gig each. Yeah. Some really good camera work on this, I like it.
evil will return.
Again though, The Shining has definitely been a massive inspiration for this movie, and the Steadicam was born from The Shining, and The Shining, you know what I mean, so go on, Marvel tough it. That smoke machine as Clay Springs just walks off. Oh, does he not end up setting himself on fire or something strange? Because he won't burn. Clay Springs is off. He's just trying to muzzle top it. I'm sure he ends up burning himself here. Looks like a bargain booze lighter. That's not gonna light it. Oh, bubbling in the lake. It's the Darukan again from Frogs Dreaming. We fade this motion, so yeah. So we leave the sheriff not being able to burn the house down, and Clay Springs just to walk off into the smoke machine to turn it off finally.
Evil is finally at rest.
So gives a monologue about it. Until next time. And there we go. We get this random shot at the end of him turning around in the car and staring right at the screen. Just such a random fucking ending. So that's the end of the movie, actually. So Sheriff Harris Bo Hopkins gets his name above Corey Haim on the end credits. So get the big cast there. Do we get a Jeff? We're bound to have a Jeff. Track runners. It almost feels like, you know, definitely hopes for a sequel on that when they've made it. See college students. Oh no, that's just the extras, you idiot. Oh, there you go. Jeff Spellman is the unit manager, so there is a Jeff. Yeah, it definitely screams that they wanted a sequel. Maybe just go somewhere. It's just so random at the end. I mean, again, it's a Corey Haim movie. It's why he doesn't die at that time. But script supervisor Robert Portfolio. I'm gonna call him Orlando. Ralph. So looks like there's a brother or family. Oh, special effects by Jeff Scott. Brilliant. So yeah. Jeff Palaratz. I don't even pronounce that. Pierzchalsik. Fucking hell, that was a mouthful. Jeff Dunk, that's a mint name. And Jill the Wolf. That's the wolf's called Jill. Excellent. 1940s automobile. George. Okay, does it belong to George? I mean, medic, catering, snack shack is the catering. So the restaurant we seen at the start of the movie was actually where the catering was based by the looks of it. So yeah, again, you get a script like that, you look at places where you can hire locations, especially stuff that hasn't been exposed to a film crew, movie crew, somewhere definitely away from any kind of colleges and that. And you go in and you take it over, you take over the B&B and all that, you know. But yeah, makes sense. Catering is by Chef Shag. Probably got a special thanks to the people. Wisconsin Film Commission, yeah. Twin Lakes Volunteer Fire Department. Filmed in ultra stereo. Moonlight Memories, vocals by Kelly Sweeney. Track meets. Should really paid attention to the score for it. It's quite good. Yeah. Copyright 1996. So yeah, right before him really fell off the bandwagon for a while. You know, his slump. But not a bad film. I just think it could have had a better ending. But yeah, that is Fever Lake. Now it does have a trailer. That's why I keep on talking. I know we said goodbye by now. But considering we Lost Boys file is still transferring, setting up a little file away to transfer. I just want to look at the trailer. So I'll quickly read out a chapter selection because it says select a scene. So we're opening credits. We have the curse, leaving school, evil is coming, Fever Lake, the house, strange dreams, a day by the lake, warning, hide go seek, The terror begins. This game isn't funny anymore. Spirit encounter, and then there were two. The full story, end credits. It's pretty cool how to do it that side, because now you don't. Some film I was watching, I don't know if it was I want to say it was Killing Season, maybe, when it had no chapter selection. You get that now. So let's have a look at the trailer. Dead corny. Showcase entertainment. Proper dramatic music.
No matter what happens, just
You've got the curse boy. Here's Jeffrey. So the trailer so far is the first start of the movie. Fade to black.
It's been a long time since anything.
I just knew it was going to be that voice.
It was the Sanders boy. He went up there one day on a bet.
I just knew that voice. Trailers.
Scary shit about that place.
things happen.
Just said shit in the trailer, so they haven't really appealed it to her.
These 6 friends
We're going in, should be open.
came up for the weekend
There's no televisions, there's no telephones, so you guys don't freak out or anything.
to get to know each other better.
He's got such a great voice. In a world.
Story about college kids getting killed.
Unwind and relax.
Thank you guys for coming down. All of you. Means a lot to me. Appreciate it.
But they are about to discover
Had an unfortunate accident. Please, listen to
Here comes the drums.
Stick close to the house.
one of their own.
Not a bad trailer either. Pretty much show you the entire fucking movie though.
On helping the others rest
Ready or not, here I come.
in peace.
Open the door, game's over!
Everyone,
It's really showing you the whole fucking movie, man.
everyone is a target.
Bitch. You killed them. Now you want to kill me?
They totally give it away that Haim's a fucking psycho.
Fever Lake, Corey Haim, Bo Hopkins, and Mario Lopez.
Standard trailer. Okay, I've been Stephen Mason. Oh, for 2020, I'm going to be Stephen Monkey Mason again. Long story behind that. Check out the channel for that. But yeah, definitely check out Fever Lake. It is available on DVD in the UK. Or was. It was available. Check it down if you can. It is on Amazon Prime. Thanks for listening. Goodbye for now.